Okay, so I just started off by teasing my hair and slicking it back just to kind of get it out of the way and to get the shape that I wanted for my hair. You could also use a wig, or if you have darker hair that's not bleached, you could spray on a dark black hairspray or whatever color you want your devil to have. Blocked out my eyebrows with Elmer's glue, and this is a picture of the unpainted prosthetic piece. I was trying out some colors. I just got this piece online. I'm really not sure which site I got it from, but it is foam latex. I'm using Ben Nye prosthetic adhesive to put my appliance on. Starting from the center and working my way out, you want to let the prosthetic adhesive dry for a little bit so that it's tacky before you put your piece on. Okay, I applied the Aide underneath the appliance and around the edges. Now I'm taking some liquid latex and a sponge applicator and I'm going over the edges to blend them into my skin better. After you do this, you're going to want to let the latex dry and then apply powder to set. Make sure that the latex is dry before you attempt to powder it. And be careful around your eye area. If you go on your eyelid and you open your eye and the latex isn't dry, you will glue your eyelid to yourself. So just be careful that it's dry before you do it. Powder those edges using a colorless setting powder. Next I'm using the Kryolan Color Wheel in the Zombie palette, and I'm going in with the gray color. I did add a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to paint my face, neck, chest, and my piece with that color. Set everything with translucent powder. Now I'm just going in with a black cream paint and I'm going around my horns just to add a little bit of depth. I also pre-painted the horns with a gold rubber grease paint and added a little bit of shading and highlighting to them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the eye makeup. Now I did do some contouring and highlighting. I forgot to film that part, so just go where you have the furrows in the mask and add a dark color. I'm also softening the edge around the horn a little bit to give it a little bit more of a shadow. I use purples, blacks, and red colors to do the eyeliner and the eyeshadow. I'm just using the Coastal Scents palette. And then I heavily line my lower lash line and added a little bit more shadowing and highlighting to my face. Now I'm going to add some texture and some realness to my skin. I'm just taking an orange stippling sponge and a black grease paint, and I'm just going over my face to add a little bit of texture. Now I'm just going in with a black eyeshadow, and I'm thinning out my face and going in for a little bit more of a sunken in, demon-like appearance. So I'm just using a black eyeshadow to kind of make my face look a little bit thinner and a little more demonic. So I'm using Rigid Collidian. You just use this product. You put one coat down, let it dry, and then you add more coats. The more coats you add, the deeper the scar is going to be. Okay, this is where things get hairy. I'm using a lace piece beard and spirit gum. I'm going to apply the spirit gum where I want the beard to go, and you can trim the beard to fit if it's not the right size. You're going to apply the spirit gum, allow it to get tacky, and then you're going to lay the beard. Okay, so this was a challenging part for me. I'm using crepe wool hair that I've steamed to straighten out a little bit. And I'm using spirit gum to glue around my face. If you don't have a lace beard, you could have made the beard with the crepe wool, but I was trying to save some time. It's a little challenging to do this on yourself. I think for me it's easier to do on other people. You're just going to lay the spirit gum, let it get tacky, cut the crepe wool, and place it on. And you're just going to kind of fluff the hair where you need it to go and where you need it to cover. Now I'm just going to go in with my flash palette and add to the scar. I'm just going to add a little bit of red mixed with white to kind of lighten the shade a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of a red appearance. Alright, I added some black grease paint to my lips, and now I'm going in with some black eyeshadow on a stiff brush, and I'm just adding a little bit more texture and some spots to my skin, just for some finishing touches. And I also added some black grease paint around my hairline, and I'm kind of softening that edge out with the black eyeshadow too. Thank you for watching. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And Merry Christmas!